The next question says, make S the subject of the formula in this expression. Make S the subject of the formula in this expression. The expression is V equals to K all over roots T minus X. V is equals to K all over root T minus S. We have to make S the subject of the formula. When it says make S the subject of the formula, they are saying that you should make S to stand alone on one side of the equality sign. That's the meaning. So let's see how we can solve it. V is equals to K all over root T minus S. So the first step is that we're going to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, this K will multiply 1. This K will multiply 1. K times 1 will give you K is equals to V times root T minus S will give you V root T minus S. We are looking for S. We want to make S a subject of the formula. So, and there are some letters or expressions that are with S. V, we need to remove V, we need to remove T, we need to remove even this root, this square root sign, we need to remove it as well. So the next step here will be divide both sides by V. Let's start dividing both sides by V so as to eliminate V. Let's start by removing this V. So it will be K over V is equals to V root T minus S over V. This V will cancel V. You are left with what? You are left with K over V is equals to root T minus S. So you have been able to eliminate or remove V from this side. So you are left with T, to remove T and square root. So the next step is let's remove the square root sign. Let's find a way of removing the square root sign. So we're going to square both sides. For us to eliminate or remove this square root sign, we're going to square both sides. So squaring both sides is to enable us to remove the square root sign. So square both sides of the equation. So that means K over V all square is equals to the square of root T minus S. Square of root T minus S. So now this 2 now will cancel the square root sign. Once they are cancelled, it is gone. So you are left with K over V all raised to power 2 is equals to T minus S. T minus S. So the next step is to, we are making S, remember we have to make S a subject of the formula. So we should find a way of removing T from S. We should find a way of removing T from S. But before we do that, we also need to remove this minus sign. So the next step will be, let's transfer, since we have minus S here, we need to transfer this minus S to the left side of the equation. That will give us K square over V square plus S. Remember, we are taking S minus S to this side. It will change to plus is equals to T. But we are not making T the subject of the formula. Rather, we are making S the subject of the formula. So the next step is to remove this K square all over V square to this other side. By the time we remove it, we have succeeded in making S the subject of the formula. So it will be S now is equals to, we are removing K square all over V square to the right side of the equation. So it will become T minus K square over what? V square. T minus K square over V square. So you have been able to make S the subject of the formula, or S to stand alone on one side of the equality sign. This is your final answer. Thank you.